Hi guys, welcome back to GreyWolf TV, continuing our episodes of the X-Files. We're now on to episode 11. Not really too much of a recap, other than just to mention the previous episode storyline was Mulder going off and doing his own thing, as pretty much as usual, and Scully on the catch-up and trying to dissuade him from going down the path he always goes down. He went and found Max, who it didn't look as though he was an abductee. It turned out he was. And then at the end of the episode, whatever it was that was tracking him with this thing in his neck came back for him. Military was aware of it. They called the UFO a fallen angel, which was the name of the episode, but they didn't get anywhere. Got a downed craft, which I believe they have, but not its occupant. Anyhow, let's continue on, see what this one is about. Episode 11. This time we're in Connecticut.
Tina?
Honey? Come on, honey. I'm sure he wouldn't want you to catch a cold.
Joel? Hey, Joel.
He's not moving.
It's supposed to be for your daughter, not for you.
Oh.
I'll call 911.
Okay. Bye, Mox. Spooky.
Daddy?
The man's daughter, 8 years old, was away from his side for no more than 10 minutes.
The ME found traces of digitalis. That's a South American plant that can be used as a paralytic drug.
Wait a minute. Often there are sightings in the sky near the incident, surface burns.
Witnesses often report time loss.
Mulder, why would
Okay.
alien beings travel light years to Earth in order to play doctor on cattle?
For the
Who
same
knows?
reason, we cut up frogs and monkeys.
These are the people we talked about. This is Miss Scully and Mr. Mulder. Do you think you can talk to them?
But we want to find out what happened so we can help stop whoever hurt your daddy, okay?
Tina, can we talk about what happened that day? About what happened in the backyard? Do you remember any strange sounds or lights or anything like that?
The men from the clouds. They were after my dad. They wanted to exsanguinate him.
Excuse me? You shouldn't even know that word.
There's been another one.
Oh, crap.
Time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. Same day, only 3 hours earlier than the Simmons murder.
That's Pacific Standard Time. That makes it the exact same moment.
Smart girl. Under the bed. Jesus.
Tina? Tina?
Where did she go? What?
Connecticut state troopers set up roadblocks within a half an hour. Nothing.
Maybe they weren't looking in the right direction.
Wait, what?
Tina?
No. Cindy Reardon?
You live here, Cindy?
Ever since I was born, 8 years ago.
What the shit?
She was Daddy's little girl.
Is she an only child?
No, she's not.
Is this your suspect? Did
No.
he do something to Cindy?
No.
No, Mrs. Reardon. This is not your daughter.
We tried for 6 years to become pregnant.
In vitro fertilization?
Ah, wait a minute.
At which clinic?
The Luther State Center.
You need to speak to the
in
clinic.
San Francisco.
Part of the pattern involves kidnapping the daughter.
Then you'd expect the pattern to continue.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the girl.
In vitro fertilization is a procedure in which we can implement fertilization.
Yeah, we
An
know.
implantation of the embryo.
They came here 9 years ago under the supervision of a Dr. Sally Kendrick.
Dr. Kendrick was nothing but a problem.
Ah,
I'm Dr. Sally Kendrick, a specialist in the exciting field of in vitro fertilization.
We have reason to believe that Dr. Kendrick was tampering with genetic material of fertilized ova in the lab prior to implant. The AMA censured her. My request for an investigation was denied.
And maybe now she's trying to erase the results.
I wish that we could
Maybe.
guarantee everyone's success.
So you think this is a vendetta that she and a colleague have against the Stape Center?
Wondered if I had ever told you about the Litchfield experiments. Highest level of classification. All records have since been destroyed. In the early 50s, during the height of the Cold War, we got wind that the Russians were fooling around with eugenics to come up with a superior soldier. A group of genetically controlled children were raised and monitored on a compound in Litchfield.
But why we should have caused all this?
So I guess you found what you're looking for.
It's there, isn't it? Oh yeah, she's totally
Are you here to give me an IQ test by any chance? I think I can top 265. We're very bright, we Eves. It runs in the family. And Eve 7, she escaped early on, and Eve 8, she escaped 10 years later. They keep me alive for the Litchfield project. They come in, they test me, they poke me to see what went wrong. And you.
The little girls.
You have 46 chromosomes.
Are the second generation.
The Adams.
They're trying to perfect it still.
We have 56. Also produces additional genes.
Like?
Heightened strength. Heightened intelligence.
Heightened psychosis.
Mm-hmm.
Save the best for last.
If Eve 6 is right, and there are 2 other Eves out there, that could account for the 2 identical murders occurring at exactly the same time.
She looked out that window then, like she knew you were there. Wonder what the red clouds is then.
Mulder.
Whoa! She's just been snatched.
I'll take the back.
This is a good little story, I like this. Oh!
Which one are you? Eve 7 or Eve 8?
Drop it.
You are her.
You know I'm capable.
Early 40s, 5'8", 135 pounds. Now, she may have an accomplice similar in appearance.
This is weird, and the fact that Kendrick and her accomplice murdered the fathers and abducted the girls tells us that they want them alive.
I'm sorry you have to meet this way. But it's the best for all concerned.
We just found the car at the airport.
She might have ditched it. The manager says this woman checked in with a little girl.
The last few years, I spent in search of the remaining Eve. I'd hoped my work at the State Center had corrected the Litchfield flaws.
Clearly
Psychotic
not.
behavior didn't develop in the Adams and Eves until age 16. Homicidal behavior at 20.
Once they passed puberty.
Imagine my... Did you discuss how you would orchestrate your little prank?
We just knew.
They did do it.
Why murder your fathers?
We weren't born. We were created.
You cannot think that way. That's why I've taken you. I was raised by a man who knew what I was. He was a genetic engineer on the project.
That's what I was saying.
Long-term medication.
She's turned out okay.
You can become like me. What have you done?
Your soda, 4 ounces of foxglove, extracted from a digitalis plant. This much is a lethal dose.
Did I kill it? There we go. Mulder, they're making all this up.
Eve 8. They were working together.
They're your problem.
Their own mini Jonestown. Eve 6 said they were prone to suicide. No, maybe it'd be best if we take responsibility for the girls.
We could get him checked out by a doctor.
Oh, can I get 4 diet sodas?
Regular.
Yeah.
All right, 2 diet and 2 regular to go.
Agent Scully, my door's stuck.
Just a second.
Oh crap, they're drugging the drinks.
Are you sure? It's really sweet. Try it.
I know it's diet. I saw her pour it.
Okay.
Oh, it's not drugged. Yeah. Work it out. Don't drink it.
Scully!
What?
Scully. Just wanted to open the car door for you.
Don't let on, you know.
Mulder?
It's them. They poisoned it. Let's just get them in the car.
Hey!
No. He's not trying to kidnap him.
What the hell are you doing?
Get in. I'm gonna call the police.
We are the police!
Get your sodas.
do anything wrong. We're just little girls.
Yeah, of course you
Last
are.
thing you are. You have every right to know what happened. You have a right to know about your daughter.
All I need to know is she was not my daughter. She never was.
Okay. No love lost there then, because as far as this one's concerned, that girl who's not her daughter got her husband posing as a doctor.
Hello, Eve. We've been waiting.
How did you know I'd come for you?
We just knew.
Okay, that was episode 11. They were creepy little girls. I find little girls creepy in horror movies, but not normally in that context. That was quite an interesting episode because it's in the early stages in the 90s of IVF, not been around an awful long time, and Mulder's obsession, fascination, all of us, with trying to piece together what appears to be an X-file towards aliens was standing up to a point. And then it didn't make sense. Because it was the girls who were just telling pork pies, basically. I don't understand why, after the first generation of Eves from the 50s and the 60s, that if they knew they all had this propensity for the bad side of the genes that they'd been given, as well as the good side, the good side's the heightened intelligence and everything, but it also comes with violence, murderous, psychosis, mental instability, whatever, that they didn't even attempt to correct anything. And then I think I'm right, what they've done is with the first set of them, they kept them all together, probably in the laboratory or under strict controlled circumstances and environment. But then the second lot, because it was one of the Eves that was trying to correct it at that IVF clinic, she's thought it's just the environment. And if I put them out to families who are unaware, maybe they may grow up and all those tendencies not show once they reach adulthood, and they can have a normal life and be intelligent, super intelligent. In effect, they were trying to create super soldiers, but not the soldier kind, the more academic kind. But it didn't work. Clearly, because these two little 8-year-old girls were actually dangerous enough on their own. Put them together and they seem to have some sort of, I don't know, I'm not saying it was telekinesis or telepathic. No, it's telepathic, innit? Not telekinesis. But they seem to know what each other was thinking and how to devise plans to accomplish whatever it was they needed. That was an interesting little episode. I find it a little weird that Eve 8 at the end was able to just walk in there and take them. Not that part. The fact that they'd put the two of them in the same place as one of the older Eves. Why would you put two small children in the same adult mental institute in the first place? But now they were waiting for her to arrive. She's obviously going to get them out of there, and the whole cycle is going to repeat again. But they were creepy. Very creepy. I kind of understood the guy getting out of his truck going, "Hey, what you doing?" Because all he saw was, a guy in his 30s grabbing two little girls in the middle of a parking lot at night. It kind of looks suspect, but I think that's kind of all we really need to say about the episode. It wasn't really the typical X-File, as in the paranormal. Well, I suppose kind of it was. It wasn't to do anything with aliens or anything. It was just to do with our own off-book, governmental, top secret bullshit that they keep coming up with. You know, the minute Deep Throat turns up, it's some sort of undisclosed, redacted experiment that the government has been involved with. And this is the state that it's ended up in, and anyone you try to talk to is going to deny everything about it, and all records of it are destroyed, which is exactly what he told them. Okay, so we will be back with episode 12 next. If you want to watch this, it is available full length over on Patreon and on channel memberships. All you need to do is check the link in the description for Patreon, and if you want to watch it on the actual channel itself, all you can do is click the join tab and you can get more details there. And I will see you for episode 12 very soon. If you're not already subscribed, guys, hit that subscribe if you like the X-Files as much as me, because we've got a long way to go yet. And by all means, post all your comments down below. Let me know if you thought that was a bit creepy. I don't know, there's certain things that I find creepy in shows, regardless of what the subject matter is, and that's little girls, dolls, and clowns. So we ticked one of them there. I'm sure at some point one of the other ones is going to come up in an episode. I'm waiting for it. I don't know how they're going to kind of fit the other two into a storyline, but it's probably going to come along at some point. Anyway, that's enough for me. I will be back with the next one very soon. So until then, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you for the next one.